I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised that you continue to lie from your perch and put on a show so you can go raise money for your charade. You are a political buffoon at best.
This video doesn't feel like a normal congressional hearing at all. From start to finish, it comes across as a tense and confrontational exchange rather than a search for clarity or truth. One of the most striking aspects is how the question about the Epstein list keeps being avoided. When victims like Virginia Giuffre are mentioned, people who have publicly testified that Jeffrey Epstein was not acting alone, the atmosphere immediately becomes more uncomfortable. The senator repeatedly pushes for a clear answer, but each time the response shifts into wordplay, deflection, or reframing the question instead of addressing it directly. The discussion around Ghislaine Maxwell's interview raises even more serious concerns. The question about which cabinet members were part of this cast of characters connected to Epstein was direct and important, yet it was never answered. Instead, the focus moves to the release of the transcript, as if transparency alone replaces accountability.
Who are those cabinet members that Ghislaine Maxwell was referring to that were part of this cast of characters associated with Mr. Epstein? Who are they?
The Deputy Attorney General took the aggressive step that no one else did and interviewed Ms. Maxwell for 2 days, and we released the entirety of that transcript.
Who are the cabinet members?
I do not have that transcript in front of me. You're picking it piecemeal. The American public can read the entirety of that.
One last question, because you clearly won't tell us the cabinet members associated with Mr. Epstein. Let me ask you one last question. And that is, right after she gives this testimony, in front of an FBI agent, among others, she's transferred to a minimum security prison not suitable for a sex offender like herself. Who made that decision and why?
The Bureau of Prisons.
The Bureau of Decisions made it in
prisons.
The Bureau of Prisons decided on their own, without any consultation with Blanche or anyone else, that they were going to suddenly, after this interview, completely unrelated to this interview, completely unrelated to anything she said, move her to a prison not suitable for a sex offender. You want the American people to believe that? Do you think they're stupid?
No. I think the American people believe the citizens of the California. We are bringing historic reform.
Point of order.
But all you care about is a child sex predator that was prosecuted by a prior administration, and the Obama Justice Department and the Biden Justice Department did squat. And what did President Trump do? Bring new charges courageously. And what have we done?
Chairman,
you said I'm the most transparent FBI director in history. 33,000 pages of information to you. I challenge you to say anything credibly to the truth. Go ahead and run to the cameras where you want to go now.
This only creates more confusion and suspicion. Comment: do you believe the full truth is being told? The most troubling moment comes when Maxwell's transfer to a minimum security prison is brought up. Given the timing, the explanation feels weak and unconvincing. Claiming that the Bureau of Prisons acted entirely on its own, without consultation and unrelated to the interview, stretches credibility. Subscribe for real, uncensored analysis. What begins as serious questioning turns into personal attacks and political accusations, references to Russia, January 6, fraud, and cowardice. At that point, the focus shifts away from Epstein, the victims, and the facts, and the hearing starts to look more like political theater than oversight. Like, if facts matter more than politics. Overall, this clip repeatedly claims transparency, yet leaves viewers without clear answers. What's most disturbing is that the victim's name seemed to be used more as a shield in arguments than as a reason to pursue the full truth. And when the truth remains unclear, public trust erodes even further.